pool night and take care of that baby instead of wandering in and out at your leisure to that ugly bitch over there.
It has always been you and me, and it always will be.
You might not make it, all right? Body's just bad for business.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love BMF, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today, we're going to be talking about BMF Season 3, Episode 7. This is the What to Expect video for Episode 7, and it is based off the trailer that they put out. Now the title of the episode is called Get 'Em Home, and the description of the episode reads, Meech travels to St. Louis to link up with Jay Pusha and his brother Carter, and he finds a new love interest, yet he also learns the hustle in Detroit and in Atlanta is omnipresent. So those are the key elements of this next upcoming episode. Meech, he will be having his journey in St. Louis, but we know it's going to be some issues. It seems like every time Meech goes to a new city, it's always issues, and it's going to continue once again in St. Louis. I want to know how him and Jay Pusha are going to handle these different issues coming their way. And I want to know how Meech's crew back in Atlanta are going to handle the issues there, especially since Meech will not be there. I got that funny feeling things will be a little bit more difficult once Meech does return. And he's going to have to figure out how he's going to handle all them issues there, especially with the Glock character. And we also know that Terry still has issues with Henrietta. I just want to know what's going to happen with Henrietta and her father. I still think it's going to be a major family clash by the end of the season, and that may be Terry's way to get in and get her up out of here. And we know Detective Bryant most likely will create more problems down the line, but we're going to find out soon enough. Now I'm going to try my best to focus on all the key points that we saw in this trailer. If I miss anything, you guys let me know down below. Now what can we expect in episode 7? Well, based off this trailer, we know Terry will have issues back at home in Detroit. We know LaWanda is going off, telling Terry if he wants to be a good dad, he needs to watch this baby and stop wandering off to Markeisha. You know what I'm saying? Called her out of her name. I mean, she don't like Markeisha. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the fans don't necessarily like Markeisha as well. Especially after that last episode with her turning off Terry's phone and his pager, trying her best to make him miss the birth of his child. Like, really? You's a lame, you know what I'm saying? And I hope LaWanda put those hands on her. But based off the trailer, Terry ain't taking, LaWanda's advice. He's still kicking it with Markeisha, hanging all out with her, smiling. I mean, he's having a good old time. Eventually, Markeisha's ways will be exposed, and Terry's going to realize what he's dealing with. But then again, it may just be a little bit too late. Now, in the trailer, it seems like the doctor done got some flowers delivered to Lucille, and guess who picks them up? Your boy, Raw Dog Charles, and he's pissed off. He is talking about, it's always going to be me and you to the end and all that stuff. And of course, Lucille's telling him that she decides who she's going to spend the rest of her life with. And as of right now, Charles, he is low on that list, right? We know the doctor, he's been coming real strong. He won last week's episode. Now in episode 7, we're going to see if Raw Dog Charles can bounce back. But based off this trailer, that does not seem like that's going to be the case. I guess Charles did not see this coming, and once again, he is definitely slipping. Now we can see Lucille and Charles looking like they're at the police station. Seems to me that something bad has happened, maybe with one of the kids or whatever, because that's the only reason why they will be there, in my opinion. So we're going to find out exactly what happens very soon. Now, we also see Meech. We can see Kia, who is played by Sweetie, in the back, and we see this van pull up. And I believe this van's going to pull up, and most likely they're going to probably do something to Jay Pusha's brother. I don't know if you guys remember him. He was in the episode where they had Jack the Rapper weekend or whatever. We saw his brother Carter, and in the description of this episode, it is telling us that Meech will be linking up with Jay Pusha and Carter. So this is why I believe something major is going to happen to him. We can see Jay Pusha, we can see Kia and Meech, and look at them. I believe they may chase after that van that they showed in the trailer, or it can be something else. And hell, it may not even be his brother Carter. It could be another person. But I do believe it's somebody that's very important to Jay Pusha. You can just tell by the look on his face. We also see somebody with a strap. we see who appears to look like it could be Terry with a strap. And then we see somebody with their hand wrapped. And then, of course, it is leaking blood. And we know Meech is talking about he might not make it. Bodies is bad for business, right? And this is what he is telling Jay Pusha. So could this be his brother Carter? And, if this is the case, I know Jay Pusha is going to be very upset. We also see Kia's character. Now, remember, Kia most likely will be Meech's love interest. And we know she's going to be a former college athlete. And she's going to turn to the streets. So she's about to turn up in episode 7. I definitely cannot wait to see exactly how it's all going to play out. Now, also in the trailer, we can see a guy coming into this house right here. I believe we will be introduced to a lot of new faces, especially since Meech will be down in St. Louis. We're going to see a lot of people that we have not seen yet. And from the looks of it, whoever these people are, most likely could be enemies. We also see your girl Kia with a baseball bat in her hand, or at least that's what it looks like, and she's hitting this car. This girl is turning up already. I told you guys, she ain't playing around. And I want to know if Meech is going to have more of a connection with her compared to Angel. We know in last week's episode, Angel, she showed us her true colors. She's more about that money. And we know she was thinking about going to Glock since she heard he pays well, which at the end of the day, that's a major liability. She cannot be trusted at all. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see more of her character and what she's going to be all about. I just can't wait to see what's going to happen with Meech once he returns to Atlanta to see what's going down. And what's going to happen next with Detective Bryant, or should we say Demon Time Bryant, because he really did turn up in last week's episode. What's going to happen next? Will he still try to go at Henrietta? And if he does, what's Blaze going to do? At the end of the day, we know Blaze does not want any type of beef, issues, or war because it's bad for business. And he kind of agrees on what Terry is trying to present to him. But we know Henrietta does not like that. And of course, as I told you guys, that's going to create major issues within the family. And somebody got to go. It's whether Henrietta or her pops Blaze. But somebody within that whole storyline, they got to get dropped off. And I want to know if Henrietta will be one of those characters that gets built up and dropped off in the same season. Well, based off her moves, I won't be surprised. So I definitely cannot wait to see how that's all going to play out. Now, I want you guys to leave your theories, predictions, leave it all down below. Y'all let me know exactly what you think is going to happen in episode 7. I will drop more BMF season 3 videos this upcoming week. So I want you guys to stay tuned. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.